What's up? What's up? What's up? I ain't did this in a little minute, man, but I'm gonna come on here and just have a little chat with y'all real quick. I don't know where it's gonna go, but so it's early in the morning, man. I'm coming over here to my mother's house, let her dog out for her, and do all that type of stuff. Um, and I'm watching. Sometimes I just like to, I don't. Sometimes I don't be in the mood to listen to the radio. So I'm watching a video and I'm watching Earn Your Leisure, right? On my way over here, and and then something happens. They talk about some type of function that they have going on, right? And they're naming, all of these famous people as attending the function. I think it's a Invest Fest or something like that. And they like T.I., Will I Am, just a whole list of famous people and celebrities, right? Then amongst these people, I hear Billy Carson. And I'm thinking to myself, right? I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, bruh, I'm like, what's going on? Because, I'm thinking that these people are supposed to be smart. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking these people are supposed to be smart. Like, honestly, right? I'm thinking these people are supposed to be smart. Okay? I'm thinking these people are supposed to be smart, right? You got the knowledge to research businesses, CEOs. You got to do what they call fundamentals, technical analysis on charts and all of these things. You got all these research capabilities, right, that must be done for you to do what you need to do to be a successful investor, right? And I'm thinking, like, we're supposed to be smart. What would make you, I just, this is just me. You know what I mean? This is just me. What would make you, as a black man or a black person, even rock with Billy Carson unless you just sleep or you just don't have no information. Why would I say that, right? Why would I say that? Because I heard the information that this man brings and what he talks about, right? If you look at ancient Egypt is an important piece of African historical information, or an important piece of African history, right? And he takes that history, he twists it, he takes mythology, he takes mythological figures and speaks about them like they're real human beings. Like this dude, I heard this dude talk about the symbol of Ra. Ra was symbolized as the sun, right? And this power of the sun was shown in other divinities, shown that their connection to the sun and things of that nature, right? But anyways, I heard this man talk about the symbol Ra, which is the sun, which was usually shown as like a circle, right? I heard him talk about Ra like a person, like, like Ra, he liked it all black coffee, and like, I'm like, bruh, but I just be wondering, what's wrong with us? You know what I mean? Where people, I can't speak about this stuff. This man, he's, he's all over the internet, and all of these people, they seem to be connected with each other, like some sort of in crowd network that they're created. And you got all of these, you know, famous rich people and this little black, I'm not gonna call it bootleg, because I don't believe it's bootleg, but this little, you know, this little black famous circle, you know, why isn't anybody in this circle with truth? You know, I mean, I heard him say Yahki Awakening. You know, Yahki Awakening, he's better than Billy Carson, but you know, why isn't anybody there with truth? So it makes me feel like, so let me get there, all right? So it seems to me that Billy Carson spits information that makes, for the lack of better words, the slave masters happy, right? Why is that? Because you're taking an important piece of African history and African accomplishments, and you are shitting on it, disrespecting it, right? This is why I came. So I did a thing like, if you rock with Billy Carson, I don't rock with you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just where I'm at. That's just where I come from. I can't, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying? If you rocking with somebody that's just, I can't do it. So I'm not rocking with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'll wash my hands. You know, I cut ties. It is what it is. That's where I'm at with it. And I don't never wish anything harmful to anybody, but you know, I have my spaces, and everybody's spaces, and for everybody's spaces. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting here wondering, these people supposed to be smart. You know what I'm saying? These people supposed to be smart, but it goes to show that we as a people, you know, we really don't value our own history, and we really don't value our own accomplishments. You know what I mean? And I understand it. I understand that in today's and time, you know, the only thing that really matters is, you know, what we're doing right now, right? Right? But part of what we're doing right now, you know, shouldn't be abusive to our own history. You know, part of our own ideology shouldn't be abusive to our own history. It shouldn't be you know, it shouldn't be erasing or misrepresenting our own historical facts, you know, and our own historical truths, right? And so I first had confrontations with this man information. I'm speaking about Billy Carson, when he came out and he was calling Thoth an Atlantean, right? And this is European information. You know, anytime you hear Thoth being represented as an Atlantean, this is European information, you know, from the 80s and 90s, you know, that kind of originated from like the 80s and 90s. This, you know, I don't want to go into, I could break it down more, you know, but I don't want to really be long-winded on it. But however, you know, Atlantis is a made-up story that was created by Aristotle, that was supposedly passed down to him, right, by ancient Egypt, right? Because we know that the Greeks sat at the feet of the ancient Egyptians. But however, most of the Greeks really just stole and took and put their names on a lot of ancient Egyptian information. That's one of the key points that a person need to know and need to remember, especially as a melanated being. You know, I don't know where people been at, you know what I'm saying, like the past 20 years. I don't know where people been at, you know what I mean, why they didn't get this information, but I don't know where people been at. But so Aristotle supposedly got this information from ancient Egypt. However, ancient Egyptians left a lot of documentation, left a lot of information. It's nothing pointing to any type of Atlantis, nothing, no, none of that type of information. Nothing is that like that. You know what I mean? But Sheikh Anta Diop, he talked about it, and he said it was just a small island. You know, the only historical fact that he had or something like that was like this little small island that blew up. Like, it's nothing like the real legend of the story or whatever. But however, I talked about this before. Aristotle was, in fact, the teacher of Alexander the Great. Now, who is Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great is the person that you're calling Jesus. Jesus is Alexander the Great. If you do some research into Alexander the Great, you will know that Alexander the Great turned into Serapis. He was turned into Serapis. And through Walter Williams, you will know that Serapis was turned into Christ. But however, through my own research, I've seen that Alexander the Great whole life story is very similar to Christ, you know, with the immaculate conception, his father supposed to be in the deity, and all of these different things, and he was a son of a god, and you know, and so being a son of a god is an ancient Egyptian concept anyways, but that's another story for another day. All right, so back to the Atlantean thing, right? So this Atlantean thing was made up by Aristotle. European occultists takes it and run with it because they are obsessed with ancient Egypt, which is an African, which is a African civilization, right? And this information is a very big piece of everything that we know, as it ties into everything we know today. So it's very important for them to take that out of Africa, okay? It's very important for them to take that origin and take this civilization out of Africa so it won't be contributed to the Africans. Even today, even with all the information we have today, it's not just outright represented as an African civilization. It's really not. It's usually their ethnicity is usually just never spoken or talked about, or they go into the later dynasties that they absolutely know, like the 25th dynasties, or they talk about the 25th dynasty as being an African dynasty, but you would never really hear them speaking about the early dynastic period and how they was Africans and things like that. So they like to portray the image that the Africans came later. You know, that's what they're subtly trying to say. So, so when you have somebody with a big following, that's melanated people, and they're taken and they're just, furthering the agenda. Now I'm speaking back about Billy Carson. This furthering the agenda, saying that Egyptians didn't build the pyramids and, all this other nonsense, you know what I mean, that I can't rock with. Now we have this, this is just from my perspective. We have this melanated community of investment and learning community of investing and being financial literate, and Billy Carson he's on the panel, and it's like, bruh, we supposed to be smart, because if you was smart, y'all would be banning this dude. Like, this dude would be banned. He wouldn't even be, y'all be like, no, close the doors, bro. You can't get in. You can't, no, bro. This dude would be shunned. Like, bro, go that way. Go that way, my guy. That way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's wild to me that people put this man on their platform and continue to spew this dangerous rhetoric, right? Because, you know, they always said the saying that what you put on the internet is there forever. So y'all doing this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all melanated people, y'all doing this. Y'all doing this. Y'all bringing this dude. I seen who brought him to. This man came out of nowhere. I remember one day I just popped up and I seen this dude. I'm like, what is this? This is totally contradictory of what we've been trying to do and what we've been trying to teach and the point we've been trying to make. This is in total opposition of it. Like, what is this? Wow. How did this guy get so famous out of nowhere? And what's his name? Dame Dash brought him in. That's why I don't rock with Dame Dash like that, because you brought this guy in. Now, you supposed to be smart, but you don't know your history. You know what I'm saying? You don't know your history. So now you bringing this dude in, and he's in opposition of our historical accomplishments. So now I'm looking at you side-eyed now. So I really can't, I can't trust you now. Because you done brought this weird energy in. Now I can't trust you. So I ain't rocking with you like that. And then I seen the channel. He came and he placed himself, because before that, he was only speaking in European communities, you know, the European information that had no kind of historical context as it as it was applied to melanated people. So he got the stamp from what's the dude? Dame Dash. He got the stamp from Dame Dash, right? Come right into the community, right? Talks about, you know, he talking about this dude paid, he got real money, this and all this and that. And he come right on the conscious channel, this metaphysical channel that I used to rock with, but I don't rock with no more. He come right on the metaphysical channel. Bow. And he right in the door on the black community. You know what I'm saying? Spitting this venom that's in totally opposition of your historical accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, or historical accomplishments of African people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wow. All right. So I can't rock with that no more. It is what it is. It ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. Then I see him on the other platform. You know what I'm saying? Where the guy, he kind of got his big break on this same platform, and now he got his own thing going, which is, I'm not saying that it's a bad platform, but he got him on there. So I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just me. I know everything ain't for me, but it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird that, I find it very suspicious. You know what I mean? I find it very suspicious, right? I just find it very suspicious, you know. So I say all this to say, and I'm going to shut this down, man. It's really not about the information, you know what I'm saying, with these big, to me, this is what I see, with these big black platforms. It's not about the information. You know, it's about money. And it's about a following. You know what I mean? They don't bring guys, like, if you got 100 followers, they're not bringing you on the platform. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and that's where we fail at. That's where we stupid at, because we're looking at what crowd somebody bring instead of what's really instead of what's in their mind and what's in their heart. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody to rise to a certain level before they can come to your platform. You know, and so in a roundabout ways, you know what I'm saying, we just still slow as a people. You know what I'm saying? We got some ways to go. We just still slow as a people, man. So that's my rant for today. I hope you like it. But that's where I'm at with it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. You know, right is right, truth is truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not rocking with no funny energy. You know what I mean? I'm not rocking with no funny energy. I'm not rocking with no enemies of the community. I'm not, you know, you gotta be upright. You know what I mean? You gotta be upright. You gotta be noble. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be in touch with our forefathers. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how people is putting this man on this platform and his forefathers is Zachariah Sitchin And you know, this man has no kind of historical context, you know what I mean? And that's weird to me, you know what I mean? But like I said, it seems to me like he would stand by Dame Dash than the other metaphysical channel, you know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. I ain't mad at nobody. It's just really just sad to me. I'ma just, you know, just to be totally honest with you, it's sad to me. I thought we knew better. I thought we'd do better. You know what I mean? But I know it's about money. I know y'all get money. I know y'all doing your thing. I know y'all living your best life. But to me, it's other things that's important too. You know what I mean? And that's just spitting truth and not doing business with anybody that's in opposition of our. That's just like, we just so weird as a people, bro. Like if you look at the Jewish community, and if you have another Jewish person of ethnicity that come out and say the Holocaust never existed, like, they not gonna rock with that, man. Like that, like, dude, like, this is something that we went through. This is a big part of our history, and you coming out talking about, you know, how you talking about our ancestors never went through all this crazy atrocities, and you coming out saying it never happened, bro. We not rocking with you like that. You're not about to be speaking at our, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you weird. Like, go that way. You know what I'm saying? And so that we just so weird, bro. We just accept anything. It's just all about the money to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't care. We just want to live the best American life. And yeah, as long as you getting it, that's really all that matters to us. Like, we don't stand on nothing, bro. That's just what it seemed like to me. Like, we don't stand on nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's very weird. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can't draw a line nowhere with black people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the line there's no lines. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. That's my rant for the day. I hope y'all like it, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all be blessed. I'm out.